So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 13 of Macka's 1965 Chevrolet Impala Convertible project. As you know, these videos are being released to the public as a fundraising platform for MND Victoria, and we'd dearly like you guys, the viewers, to make a financial contribution to Macka's mission funding page so that that money goes into MND Victoria so they can continue their great work that they're doing for all Victorians that have been diagnosed with MND, with Motor Neurone Disease. So if you can make a financial contribution, doesn't matter how small or how large it is, it'll be appreciated by all of us because we like to watch that tally go up. So anyway, I'll stop talking now. I'll throw you into the videos and you can catch up with what's going on this week on the Macka's 1965 Chev. Here we go. So there's the Chev still sitting on the hoist, the body of it, and as you can see there, Peter Fagioli's been down a couple of nights in between the videos because we've had work commitments, and so we've been at work between the number 8 and number 9, well, part 8 and part 9, and what Peter's starting to do now at Vince's request is to strip all the paint off the side of the car. So you can see he's done that side there. Down here, of course, we saw this last time, but this seems to have become a little bit more impressive. It's like when Vince put it on, it looked like it was like a cream, and now it looks like that's all hardened up, and what we've got there now is like a really nice white. So I'm really impressed. Still really am impressed with it. It looks fantastic. I guess all these little parts like that need to be painted black. Those sort of brackets and steering stuff just to, pretty it up a bit, but I guess that'll come in time. And then over here we've got, well, actually what we've got here at the moment is a mess, but they've turned the chassis of the car into a bench so that they could apply paint, and we see down here some rocker parts that are all in black. We saw them in the last video with Vince doing them, and there's the bit that holds the radiator, and that is in shiny black too. It's all ready to go back together again. And then down here we've got bits of the car that'll all go back together again. I understand from discussions at work, because of course most of the guys that come down here are from work, and Vince is on the same shift as me, but I understand that this week we should see quite a bit of progress. We're down here, today is Monday, and we're down here Monday through to Friday, so we've got 5 days down here, and there's a tribe of guys that are coming on all the different days. And as I've said in previous videos, I appreciate all your efforts in doing this for Macka, because as I've said in, I can't remember what number one of them, this is probably the only way it ever would have got finished. So a heartfelt thanks to you all.
I'm videotaping you guys, or us guys. This is a massive project, and even on the way to work and on the way home we're exchanging bits and pieces and swapping stuff and information. And I'll just pan up here. Of course, everyone recognises where we are. It's early in the morning and we're turning up for work. But Andrew, can you open up and show, please? Hello, Franco. And there's our interiors arrived back from,
that one's pretty much done.
from Steve, and Andrew's transporting it, and it'll arrive to the Dermpav, to where the car is. And there's another shot. It's a bit dark, but yeah, that's what we're doing. It's exciting and awesome that the guys are really doing a good job. And a lot of discussions and planning and upwards and onwards.
What do you got there, Mick?
We just got another part delivered from America, from Sindella, from the interior people. We were missing some of these.
Oh, interior parts, yeah?
She did it in like less than a week.
Oh, she's done well. She did the last lot really quick too.
Yeah, she did.
What else is in there? More interior bits.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh,
Hey?
some shirts.
And I'm telling you now, one's for me and one for the Big Mac.
For the bear.
Bear.
Just hold it up, show me.
How nice is she?
What's on the other side? Are they Chevs?
Yes, they are actually. 56 and a 59 Chevy.
Show me, turn back.
A 56 Nomad and a 59 Chevy.
Oh, that's nice of her, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good on her.
Thanks, Mac. Thanks for the t-shirts.
And Vince asked me if I could strip this paint off. So he told me to buy some paint stripper from Super Cheap Auto. He said this is quite good at getting the paint off. So I'm going to use the stripper to remove the paint off the cowling. And then I've got acquired some flap discs and hopefully might take some of this paint off tonight. I've applied one coat of the paint stripper. It says on the can, it says to leave it for 20 minutes and not to touch it. So it is starting to take a bit of effect now. So there we go, it's blistering. So yeah, we'll see how we go. It's probably been about 10 minutes or so. So you can actually see the paint all blistering up now. So it's actually doing a good job. It's looking good. And you can also see too now I've also started to take a bit more of the paint off for Vince. You can see he's done a really good job on all the repairs. There we go. Bit by bit, it'll get there. You can see the progress I'm making here. It's getting there. So I might actually just use a bit of paint stripper in here because there's a nice radius in here, and I'm scared to, if I use the buffing wheel, it might damage it. So yeah, I'm going to use some paint stripper on this. And I think also too, with this line here as well, I'll just use some paint stripper probably, I think. And there's a pinstriping, just in case I want to reproduce that again, because it's going to go. And obviously it's gone. All right, back again. So what I've done here now, I've just put some tape on the creases of the car, just to protect it from that wheel. So I just know where to buff up to. And there's one here too as well. So I'll just buff up to here, and I'll just paint strip the rest. And I'll just paint strip this as well, because it's safer. Hi everyone. So you can see now that I've applied the paint stripper to the other parts of the car. It's starting to work already. Only been in for a couple of minutes. I'll just leave that. And here, I'll apply some paint stripper here. There was a bit of a, looks like there was a dent here. All right, we'll leave that go. I'll just come back to the cowling here now. You actually see now it's actually done a good job. So I'm going to take it outside and just give it a pressure clean with water and see how we go. All your train buffs out there, you can see one of the locos coming into the shed. Must have come back from a run or something. This is for all you gunsels out there. Alright, you can see the other car, that side of the car, sorry. It's still yet to be stripped. I might give that a go tonight too. Let's go around to the other side. And it's still taking its time, just for some reason. It's had a bit of an injury here. It's all full of bogs there, so. Here's the cowling. It come up good. I did spot some, like there's rust, and you can see some spots under here that are paint. I've practically finished taking the paint off this side. The paint stripper did a really good job. So yeah, I think it was a good idea to use this paint stripper. There's still a bit of undercoat here. Looks a bit like red oxide actually. So I might just go over that again. And just finish off this part here. So you can still see the crease in here. So yeah, the paint stripper did a good job actually, I think. You can still see that little fold here. And this line, this definition is in perfect condition. Like I was saying before, there's an injury here. But I'm pretty sure Vince will fix all that up. So I might come back again tomorrow and just take off this other undercoat, I'd say. So yeah, that's quite good. Let's look on the other side here. I did progress a little bit on the passenger side. Okay, so that's this side done. Well, not all of it, but so I might do the same thing tomorrow. Yeah, I'll come back again. Probably in the evening again, I'd say. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning now. So I'll go home. It's quite good. So yeah, I'll buff up to here again, this part here, and I'll leave this line here, and I'll paint strip that, and I'll paint strip this arch as well too. So hopefully I'll get this done tomorrow. I got here about 5 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock at the moment, and I've just about finished this passenger side quarter panel. It's a very long quarter panel indeed. I've removed most of the paint off on the side here, but there's still a bit remaining of that paint, so I'll have to give it a touch up again with the paint stripper, but I'll do that another night. So most of the paint's off, and this red oxide is pretty tough to get off. So it's getting there, slowly. It's taken a few hours, but you know what? Every little bit you do is a bit less for someone else to do. So I just use a scraper here, made up here. And I just like to scrape the paint off. Saying I've got probably another coat of paint stripper to put on. It's getting it off slowly. You can see all the remains in here. And all the dust and everything all over the floor here, so. I did find a repair for Vince. I don't know if you can see it there. It's just a bit of a slight repair. And there's a pinhole here. There it is there. So that one will be fixed up by Vince. So that's about all for tonight. So I think it's been quite a good couple of days down here. And I think the boy's going to come tomorrow and continue on. So yeah. All right, good night then. See you later. Until next time.
So this week the plan is to make sure we finish off the front end. I think tomorrow we're going to have some boys coming over, and they'll be, we've already put the ball joints in the control arms. They've been painted, bushed up, left loose of course.
Sorry, when you say the ball joints, what's the ball joint?
That's a ball joint there. Because inside there, there'd be a ball on the end of that shaft, and goes into a socket, and that enables that 360 degree movement.
Oh, okay, and that's all new, is it?
That the ball joints new, although they weren't bad condition. We've replaced them. Yeah, so we've painted all the control arms and everything, as you can see. Yeah. We've refitted the engine mounts, and they faced back, so we've got them back on. We've got the control arms bushed and ball jointed. We've got the lower control arms ready to be, well, they're bushed, but they need to be ball jointed, and they're in the box. And we're doing tedious things like, you know, putting bolts in cardboard to enable us to paint them, which is painstakingly slow and tedious, but some more fun. But as you can see like this, it's rather than just leave them dirty, we've buffed them and cleaned them and painted them and they'll go in. We could buy new ones, but what for? There's nothing wrong with them. So if it was a train, they'd be new though, wouldn't they? We wouldn't.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but but it's although it might qualify as a train.
No, that's a 1965 Chevy. To qualify more as a boat.
Yeah, probably.
Because of the way it goes
We've
down the road.
also put the tie rod ends into the sleeve or holder, so they're both done as well. Camber bolts, they've been modified or been welded at some stage. We could change them, but I believe they're serviceable. But they're a throwaway item anyway. So when we go to do a wheel alignment, if we don't like them, we can change them. Or if someone tells me I don't like them, we'll change them. That's fine. So that's what the bolts looked like before after buffing. That's what they look like, and then we just go around with just a cheap can of chrome paint and just give them a lick like that. Just no big deal. And then once it's put together, and here's another thing for you, kiddies.
And you paint your gloves too, I see.
You paint your gloves, yeah. Just don't pick your nose.
No.
Because then you look a bit like Mork.
Mork.
Yeah. Well, you can see the nut there. See, you can see how it's been up against the washer at some stage. You could replace that, and we'll have a look at that before we make final assemblies. But we want things to look pretty, so that they so the whole car looks nice. You don't want components all shiny and the bolts that hold it looking baggy and old and crusty.
And so when will this be down on like road wheels and looking like it can go back underneath the car?
Today I've dedicated the day to doing all these bolts and fasteners and clips and what's-its so that the boys tomorrow can just go helter-skelter and put the whole front end together. We've got springs under here, and we've also got the spring holders. There's holders that hold the springs to the chassis on the back.
Oh, okay.
So I'll clean them up as well.
So it's just today's preparation to get everything
prep
to
for
go
tomorrow.
down.
So I'm leaving the body alone today to do all this stuff, so that tomorrow when the boys come, they can just flow. And I expect tomorrow that the front end will be all together, dragling will be in, steering will be in, and I expect by the end of the week, my goal is to have the body completed in terms of rust repairs and have it in high fill, so that we can marry the body and the chassis together. And then from there, it'll be tying it up, and then we're gonna send it off to the exhaust place on a truck. We'll send it there, get the exhaust done, and then once it returns from the truck, it'll be a block fest, meaning that we'll be blocking back all the high fill and straightening and high filling again. And
that sounds like it's long.
That is the process, and then we'll want some volunteers for that. We'll teach you how to hold a orbital sander or flat block and just start blocking. We'll get it pretty right anyway. I won't be leaving stuff for people to be responsible for ripples and stuff like that. So we'll get it pretty good, and then we'll block it up. I've got to get a windscreen done. We've got to get the wiring done. We're going to have all the dyno. DG is going to come and do all the dyno mat inside the car. I've purchased that already. Macka dropped that off to me, so I've got all of that. There's a lot of work, but
when does the engine go in?
The engine can go in by the end of the week too. If we've got this all rolling, I want the engine in. If the trans doesn't arrive back from Ballarat, then I've got a dummy that we can just put in there for mock, just to hold it all in position. And the diff, like I said, Peter's promised us the diff. He said Tuesday. I don't know if he's doing it Tuesday or he's bringing it Tuesday. But
once the engine goes in, Mick can finish off these brake lines and stuff too, he said.
Yes, correct. So these brake lines here, he's just left these. That's the original, that's how they were original. So he's redone them. Yep. There was a brake line that goes over across the firewall. He doesn't like that, neither do I. So we're going to reroute that. He's doing it another way. So
nice
we just changed it because the car was a left-hand car. Like in design, it was a left-hand drive car, but then it was changed for the Australian market, and they would have just did what they had to do to make it comply. Yeah. Not nice, you know.
It was built in Canada, apparently.
Yeah, so we'll just do those little things that they wouldn't have done back then for cost factor, I'd say.
Yeah.
And they would have just get them ready, send it, right-hand drive, go. which is a good thing because a lot of them aren't Australian delivery like this one. A lot of them were we call it Mexican jobs. They were cut and just turned into right-hand drives, and a lot of them were pretty
Average.
Yeah, that's a good word. But yeah, this one's lucky. It's a straight delivery. Was always meant to be right-hand drive, but little things like brake pipes and stuff.
All right then, thank you.
All right, mate.
What's that you got there, Brownie?
It just holds the radiator up to the radiator support panel.
Oh, it's that black bit over there.
Yeah, the big black bit.
Oh, yeah.
This holds it out because it sits back a fair way. So,
Like Christmas time.
just about.
And when you look down, do you see what do you see, the top where you're hanging onto it now, do you?
See that part? And then you'll see the radiator mounted here.
Oh, look, we'll have to put a DermPav badge right there, I reckon.
Fine, man. I think it looks good. I think we don't need to paint that.
Don't need to paint it?
No, I think you've done well.
Oh.
I think it's good.
Did you paint that, Brownie?
Yeah, I just painted it at home.
Oh, did you? What did you paint it with?
Just pressure pack.
It looks very good.
Just pressure pack.
You've done well.
I think it's fine.
It was, I etch primed it and then pressure pack.
All right. So here you can see we've got what bits are these? These are the bonnets.
The
bonnet
bonnet
supports?
hinges,
The bonnet hinges.
bonnet latch,
Oh.
washer wiper bottle bracket. These are the inside trims that go on the inside of the windscreen.
Are they going to be the blue?
They'll be the blue. You've decided to paint it. Yes, Colin's decided that we're going, even though Macka said one colour blue is all right. But
No, I don't agree with that.
No?
No, I think because the dash pad's that dark blue, and I think it needs to follow all the way around that light
Yeah,
blue
well, you
dashboard.
can come and look at it.
So
if you
bad
want.
luck there, Macka.
Yeah, you put your foot here. So this is what we're talking
Threw it
about.
over the bus. That
This
bloke.
is what we're talking about. I'll actually go around. And what we're talking about is, if you look closely here, the dash is a lighter blue, and then you've got a darker blue, which blends in with the top dash pad, which is the darker blue. When I was speaking to Macka, I think he's just trying to save me work, but bless him. But someone's obviously changed the ashtray, and he was saying maybe we just do it all that blue, but Colin put his foot down and said no.
Is there still cigarette butts in there?
There is, yes, from 19...
My God.
Yes, where Macka used to smoke.
So the colour we're going to go for, so the ashtray will be the dark blue too, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut a bit of this vinyl off because Steve's cleaned up the replacement pad, which is this colour.
Yeah.
So I'll cut a bit of this one out and give it to the paint guy to match that colour.
So you can spray the bottom.
So the bottom and these uprights that we just saw up there will be the darker blue.
Oh, yeah.
Unless Macka puts his foot down after you've put your foot down and says no.
No. Macka won't be putting his foot down.
Well, it's Macka's car. So
Sorry?
it's up to Macka.
And there's the linkage that we saw in the previous video where Dave Glastonbury was cleaning it up, and now it's all in the black. And there's some more of the bits. And there's the DermPav. A diesel electric rail motor, the forerunner for diesel electric locomotives. So hang on a minute. And there's the project leader Vince Canolo standing next to it. What a magnificent machine. It's very streamlined, as streamlined as a brick, and it's really good. So there we are, it's the end of the day now. And what Vince has done is got a lot of the components in the black that they can bolt on tomorrow and make look start putting it all back together again. So I understand there's like a tribe of people coming tomorrow, and Vince just wanted to be prepared and ready to for them to be able to just start bolting bits back together again. So ladies and gentlemen, I've just popped up the Macka's Mission funding poster created by MND Victoria. If you scan the QR code at the bottom left of this poster with your phone, it will take you directly to Macka's Mission funding page. Here you will be able to nominate the amount you wish to donate as your financial contribution to MND Victoria. Alternatively, you can use the link located in our comments below of this video. This link will also take you to Macka's Mission funding page where you can make your financial donation. Either way will show us support for our efforts with these videos, allowing us to achieve our ongoing aim of raising funds for MND Victoria. Also, we would ask you click the thumbs up button, share these videos with your friends, and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss out on future videos as they are released each Monday at 7 AM until we reach the end of this series. Many thanks for your time to view this video, also for your financial donation. It is all very much appreciated. We look forward to seeing you all again in next week's video. So for now, for me, it's bye-bye.